So hello children and welcome to today's session for English literature. Before I start with the original text, let me tell you that Act 1 Scene 1 has already set the tone in a sense that it has at Act 1 Scene 1 of Tempest, where we saw that the storm had taken place, has already set the tone for the rest of the play. Means that it has actually aroused curiosity among readers as to what is going to happen in next scene, because we were told only about the storm and the people who were involved in the storm, the reason behind the storm and why they were there in the sea at that time when the storm took place. It is not being revealed in that scene. So in a way, that scene has set the curiosity for us, that scene has set the tone, or the curiosity is maintained in the drama after scene 1 of the drama. Then when we move on to the next scene, that is Act 1 Scene 2, we will see that this scene is divided into 3 parts. 3 parts means in the first part of the scene we will see the interaction between Prospero and Miranda. We will see the interaction between Prospero and Miranda. Prospero is you can say Prospero is the father of Miranda, and he was the Duke of Milan. Now he is not the Duke of Milan, and in the first part of the scene we will come to know how he actually was dethroned from Milan, how he actually lost his dukedom, and he will be telling his tale. He will be in the first part of the scene. He will be telling his tale to his daughter Miranda, who has now grown up. But when Prospero came to the place where he is right now, that is the island about which we are going to talk, then Miranda was only she was less than 3 years old. So the first part of the scene will deal with this. Then the second part of the scene will deal with the supernatural elements present in Shakespeare's drama. Supernatural elements, that is, we will talk about Caliban and Ariel and their relationship with Prospero. We will come to know how Shakespeare has believed in supernatural elements, and how with the help of introduction of supernatural elements, Shakespeare was able to hold readers' attention throughout the drama, and they have played a very important role. They have played a very important role in attracting the readers towards them, and it has also revealed the supernatural, the thought on which Shakespeare's drama is based, and it tells us that William Shakespeare was also one of the believers of the presence of supernatural elements. Now it will deal with this, where we will come to know that Prospero is a master of Caliban and Ariel. Ariel is a spirit, airy spirit, and we will come to know that Ariel is a very good-natured and humble spirit, whereas Caliban is half human and half animal. We will come to know that we will see that Caliban is half human and half animal, and actually it was Prospero who, with the help of his magical powers, since he had started practicing magic, and with the help of his magical powers, he was able to take control over the island on which he is residing at present. But we will come to know that it was actually Caliban who was supposed to be the rightful rightful owner of the island on which Prospero is at present, because Prospero had actually assumed that island from Caliban's mother, whose name was Sycorax. And then in the last part of the scene, we will see the relationship that brews between Miranda and Ferdinand. Now Ferdinand is a son of King of Naples, that is Alonso. He is son of King of Naples, so he is also a prince. And Miranda is daughter of Prospero. And in the third part of the scene, we will see how the relationship develops between Miranda and Ferdinand, and what was the reaction that Prospero had towards their developing relationship. This is what we are going to see in the third portion of the scene. Now, from this we can make out that, from this summarization, we can make out that the characters who are going to be involved in this scene are Prospero, Miranda, Caliban, Ariel and Ferdinand. Is this much clear? They are the 5 characters about whom we are going to talk, about whom we are going to read, and their interaction will form the scene. Their interaction amongst them will form our scene 2. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now open your books to Act 1, Scene 2. Scene 2. Yes. The scene starts. This scene starts on an island. And near Prospero's cell. Cell means cave, or a place where Prospero lives. So this scene starts from there. Enter Prospero and Miranda. Prospero and Miranda are the first 2 characters of this scene. Miranda says, "If by your art, my dearest father, you have put the wild waters in this road, allay them." Allay them means calm them. Miranda is saying, "My dearest father, if by your art," if by your art means if by your power, you have put this wild waters in the road, that is, if by your power you have actually raised the storm, you have caused so much disturbance in this water, then calm them. The sky, it seems, would pour down stinking pitch. Now, Miranda is saying that it is giving the feeling as if the sky is going to pour down stinking pitch. Now, Miranda is saying that it is you have actually caused so much disturbance that it is giving the impression that every pinch of bad smell also is going to fall down from the sky. But that the sea mounting to the Welkin cheek, write down the meaning, Welkin cheek, billowed on the swollen edges of the cloud. Welkin cheese means billowed or the swollen edges of the cloud. Now, Miranda is saying, but that the sea mounting to the Welkin cheeks, and it is giving the impression, because you have caused so much unrest in the sea, if you have caused so, it is giving the impression that the sea waves, they are going to reach to the place where the clouds have to the place where the edges of the clouds have also swollen, and this sea is going to reach to that place. It is giving the impression like that. dashes the fire out, and when they are going to collide against each other, they are going to produce fire. Oh, I have suffered with those I saw suffer. And I am feeling very sad. Miranda is saying that I am feeling very sad when I am seeing those who are actually suffering in that storm, who are actually being caught in that sea storm. I am feeling very sad seeing them. A brave vessel. A brave vessel means a huge vessel. Brave over here means a huge vessel or a huge ship. Who had no doubt some noble creature in her, whom I invite a huge ship, and I have no doubt that that ship must also be that ship must also be having some noble person who were traveling in it, some noble person who were traveling in it. Dashed all to pieces, and now that ship is completely broken. That vessel, that huge ship is completely broken. Oh, the cry did knock. Oh, the cry means the sound. They did appeal. Knock means did call for appeal. The sounds of the passengers, the sound of the members who were there in the ship, they are actually very appealing. They are actually very, you can say, touching. Against my heart, against my very heart, and it is actually touching. It is actually very soulful, and it is touching my heart. The cries, the sounds of those who were there, their cries is actually touching my heart. Poor souls, they perished. Poor souls means people who were there in the sea, who were caught in the ship. They all perished. They have all died. They have all succumbed to this storm. Had I been any god of power, I would have sunk the sea within the earth, or really, it should the good ship to so have swallowed and the floating souls within her. Now, Miranda is saying that had I got so much power, had I got so much strength, I could have. Miranda is saying that I could have hurled the bottom of the sea into the earth. I would have buried the sea into the earth. Had I been so much powerful, I would have done so. Before it could have swallowed, before the sea, just like it has swallowed up the ship, before it could have swallowed up the ship and the fine passengers and the good passengers and the humble or the good creatures or passengers who were traveling in the ship. So actually Miranda is feeling sympathetic for those, feeling sorry for those who were actually caught in the storm about which we had already talked in Act 1, Scene 1. Miranda is feeling sorry, and Miranda is saying that if Prospero has caused this unrest, he should calm down the affairs of the sea, if he has done so. And she is saying if she would have had that much power, she would have controlled it, and she would have actually buried the sea beneath the earth. Beneath the earth she would have buried it, and that would have helped her in saving the fine passengers who were traveling in the ship. Is this much clear? Is this much clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Ayush, is it clear? Ayush?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Prospero, be collected, no more amazement. Tell your piteous heart there is no harm done. Now Prospero is telling Miranda, since you are feeling very sorry, very pity towards those who have lost their life, let me tell you that you should be calm, you should be composed, you should not worry about them, because I am assuring you that there was not a life lost in this storm. No one is harmed. Actually, everyone is safe and no one lost their life. So be humble, be patient and humble, because nothing very shocking is going to happen, as everybody who was there in this ship is saved and no one has lost their life. Miranda, oh woe the day, Now Miranda is saying, oh, what a sorrowful day it is. Sorrowful in the sense because such a storm was there and so many people were caught in the storm and that ship has been completely destroyed that was there in the storm. So Miranda is saying that it is actually a sorrowful day. Prospero, no harm. No harm means there was not any harm done at all. Then I have done nothing but in care of thee, my dear daughter, thee, my daughter. Now, Prospero is telling Miranda that, see, I have not done anything. Whatever I have done in your care. I have done for you, my dear daughter, for your good. I have done for your affection. I have done all whatever I have done. Who art ignorant of thy out, not knowing of whence I am, not when I am more better than Prospero, master of full poor cell, and thy no greater father. Now Prospero is saying that I am telling you that I have done whatever I have done for your sake. I have done it for you, my dear child, for you, my dear daughter, who do not know who you are. Because I have done all this because I want to tell you who you are. I want to reveal to you your own identity. From where I come here and from where I have come to this place. What was the reason why I have actually reached to this place? That is where he is at present, he says. Or whether I am as Prospero in any better way than what I am at present as the owner of the Petri cell and your humble father. Now he is saying that I am going to narrate to you, I have done all this because I want to tell you that I had more than what I am at present. Whatever I am very little as compared to what I was few years back. I have this only small cell with me and I am your father. But before this, what I was, I have done all this because I want to narrate all that to you. I want to relate all that to you. Miranda, more to know, did never meddle with my thoughts. Miranda says, I never thought of knowing more. Miranda says that I never had any intentions of knowing more. Prospero, this time I should inform thee further, lend me thy hand. Prospero says that the time has come where I should inform you about whatever has happened and you should know more than what you actually know at present. So because I want to tell you that, for that I want you to give me your hand, lend me your hand, give me your hand. And pluck my magical robe from me and take my magical robe or the magical coat that Prospero wears, take my magical coat away from me. So lays down his robe. So he takes off his robe and put a robe, that is the coat or the garment, magical garment that he was wearing, and he puts it aside and says, lie there my art. Lie there my art means lie there my power, lie there my magical power, along with the coat. Wipe thou thine eyes means I will wipe the tears from your eyes. Have comfort. Have comfort means relax, be comfortable, feel comfortable enough. The direful, the dreadful spectacle of the wreck, the dreadful sight of the shipwreck. The dreadful sight of the wreck means the dreadful sight of the shipwreck, which touch the very virtue of compassion in thee. Now, Prospero is saying the dreadful sight of the shipwreck that you just saw, which was actually very touching, because you are because of your virtues. It was very touching, and you have great compassion in your heart. You have great feeling for others in your heart. That is why it was very touching. It was very soulful to you. It appealed a lot to you. Let me tell you, I have with such provision of mine. Provision means I have with such power of Provision means experience or power, or power of mind, so safely ordered. So safely ordered means I had actually with my power, with my experience, I had executed my order very safely, that there is no soul, not such perdition as an hair. Now he is saying that there is no soul, there was no one, no, not a loss as that of a hair, not a loss as that of a hair, not a loss as thin as that of a hair, bitted to any creature in the vessel. Happened to any creature. Bitted means happened to any creature in the vessel. Now he is saying that there was not a single creature of the size of the diameter of that of a hair also, that had actually suffered any loss. Which thou heardest cry, thou sawest sing. Sit down, for thou must now no further. Now Prospero is actually assuring Miranda that you saw people were crying for help, you saw people were there, but I am assuring you that there was not even a single loss as that of size of a hair also, and there was no loss, there was no loss to life. So that is why I am asking you, though there were cries, but there was no loss, I can assure you of that. So that is why I am asking you to sit down, be comfortable, relax, and let me tell you what was the reason behind this, why this storm has taken place. Miranda, you have often begun to tell me what I am, but stopped. Miranda is saying that previously also, sometimes back also, frequently you have started telling me whom I was. You wanted to reveal to you wanted to reveal to me my identity, but after some time you stopped. You could not reveal my complete identity to me, but instead you stopped after some time. And led me to the bootless inquisition. Inquisition means, write down, inquiry. Inquisition means inquiry. He says, and you left me to the fruitless inquiry. You left me curious enough to inquire from you. You could not tell me the entire thing, and you left me curious enough to inquire from you. Concluding, say not yet. And then you said, then stay not yet. Then after that, whenever I tried to inquire from you, in a very exquisite manner, I tried to inquire from you in a very curious manner. Whenever I tried to inquire from you, then you told me that wait, not now, I will tell you later on. So you have been telling this to me, but will you tell me everything now? Prospero, the hours now come. The hour means the moment of me telling you about your past, and my past has now come, has now finally arrived. The very minute bids thee ope thine ear. The very minute, this very hour, this very minute, a request from you to give me your ear, to lend me your ear, to be careful and listen to me. Obey and be attentive. Obey and be attentive means be careful and listen to me. Canst thou remember a time before we came unto this cell? Now Prospero is saying that don't you remember? Can you recall the time before we came to this cell? The time before we started living in this cell, that is in this place where we are at present. I do not think thou canst. I don't think that you remember at all the time before we came here and before we were living here in this cell. I don't think you remember at all. For then thou was not out 3 years. Thou was not out 3 years old. Now he's saying, because I can relate and I can remember that before you came here to live, you were not complete you had not completed 3 years. You were not even 3 years old. So I don't think that you remember where were you before you came to this island. So this much all of you have understood? Have you all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we will stop here. Only 3 minutes are left as it is showing. So we'll stop here today. We'll continue from here itself tomorrow. So we'll stop here today, and in our next session, that is tomorrow or maybe whenever we have a next class, we'll continue from where we are leaving. So thank you so much children for joining, and may you all have a nice day. Thank you.